What's up, guys, and welcome to another video on the channel. As always, I know I always start this way, but I got a really exciting one for you today. This is something that I think a lot of insurance agents and all business people in general just don't realize. And we're going to be talking about what scale really looks like, what growing a business really looks like. So right here, I don't know how much of this you can see. Hopefully you can see all of it, but we have got my charted revenue from starting this specific business in beginning of 2019 through today's date, which is November of 2021. So almost about 2 full years, a little over 2 full years of revenue, and we're going to get into it today. So stay tuned. All right, cool guys. Welcome back. Today, like I said, we're going over my charted revenue here so you guys can see what it looks like as an actual business scales and what that looks like charted over time, because there's a lot of misinformation out there. So here's the thing. I make these videos completely for free. I put this content out there completely for free because there's a lot of misinformation out there when it comes to scaling your business, growing your business, and specifically for insurance agents. So if you enjoyed this video, if you find any value from this video, please like the video and please subscribe to the channel. It helps us immensely. It helps us continue to put out content like this. So please, if you like it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share it with another fellow agent or somebody else that wants to get into business if you feel like this is going to help. So here's what we're going to talk about. Most people, and most of my examples are for insurance agents because that's majority of the people that are viewing this channel, but a lot of the stuff that I talk about relates to all business. One of the things I wanted to talk about is what scale looks like, especially starting out from zero. This can look a little bit differently if you start out and you have a ton of capital to put into your business. There's been other businesses I've started that have grown a lot quicker than this. Sorry, not quicker, but they've had a more linear line, but they haven't ever gotten to the heights that this business has. And a business that's going to grow and take a long amount of time and something that you're committed to growing is not just going to be linear over and over and over again, continuing to go up. And the problem is when you have that mindset, and like I said, I'm going to focus back in on insurance agents specifically. The problem is when you have that mindset, if you don't see growth every single month, you start to feel, upset that things aren't going well. But the more important and more detrimental piece of the puzzle is that agents that are looking for only linear growth every single month has to be better than the previous month. Every single month, you don't really ever give yourself a chance to sit back and assess the business and see if there's something you could do that is going to yield or come from high leverage, which is going to make a huge jump in your business. Because what I've found personally, anytime there's a big jump in my business, other than this right here, let's just actually go through, kind of what it looks like. So we start out at zero, we jump up right here, have a really high peak, and then immediately we come down. And the thing is, if you guys are in entrepreneurship for any amount of time, you're going to have ups and downs in your business. So for me personally, that was a business partner issue. Got that resolved, but what happened was the revenue of the business completely went down. That could be a business partner issue for you. That could be a life issue. That could be a marketing issue. That could be a sales issue. It doesn't matter what it is, but the point is, if you're going to be in entrepreneurship for any real amount of time, the only thing that's guaranteed is that you're going to have roadblocks that you need to overcome. So that was one for me. We went from right here, a really nice peak in the revenue, basically back down to zero. Then we stayed here for a little while, but even in this place, I'm not going to get into specific numbers, but this was fine down here. This is enough for me to survive. At this point, it was just a one-person business. But there's still ups and downs in this. And then the point I'm trying to make here is that when you start to see big peaks in here, you'll typically notice that the month before there was a down. And that's because in order to have that big peak right there, 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 and that really big peak right there, I had to sit down and I had to assess my business, and I had to be like, all right, we've hit a new level. How do we get to that next level? How do we get to that next level? How do we get to that next level? And if you can tell right now, we're in a peak right here. So I'm sitting back and looking at my business and I'm thinking, how do we get to that next level? Because the thing that's going to get you to 6 figures is not the thing that's going to get you to 7 figures. And the thing that got you to 7 figures is not the thing that's going to get you to 8 figures. So what you need to realize is that when you want to go to a much larger level, you have to stop and sit back and think of what you need to do differently. Because if you just keep trying to do the same thing over and over again, you may have continual linear growth, but it's going to be like this, and it's not going to be like this. Okay. So it's really, really important to realize in your business that you cannot be afraid to have down months where you're thinking of what can I do to really take this to the next level. And that's why it's so important when, as an insurance agent, you're at 10K, 20K, 30K per month, and you're looking to go to 50, 60, 70, or if you're at 50, 60, 70 and you're looking to go to 100, 150, okay? You need to save that money that comes in, because the money that came in here got me through here. The money that came in here got me through this down peak. And now it's not a worrisome thing. But the point is that if you're going to be able to sit and take some time and think about what do I need to change in my business to take myself to the next level, you're going to have a downturn and you're going to have a lower point in your revenue, because it's rebuilding, it's restructuring in order to get to that next level. So, I mean, some things that really took me to the next level is implementing the right marketing system. I think this right here was my first hire. And then right as that new hire came on, we decided that we were going to restructure what we were doing in the business. That took me here. This was several new hires that got me up to this level. So when you are switching your role from going out and doing sales calls over and over and over again, doing all the sales, and you're 100% responsible for all of the revenue coming in, you only have so much time in a day. You only have so much manpower in yourself. You need to have other people in order to get to these next levels. And in order to bring on those other people, you need to acquire new skills. And those skills typically are managing people and training people and finding those people. Or, another skill that needs to be added is marketing. Going from relying on third-party leads the entire time to now controlling your marketing, having an inbound channel instead of spending all of your time outbound. Every single time you want to go to the next level, you need to find a new place where you can get more leverage. That's really extremely important. And when you're going to get more leverage, realize there's going to be a little bit of a downturn that's going to lead you to a massive peak in your business. So don't be afraid to stop the sales or to slow down the sales. You never really want to stop, but you're going to need to slow down so you can bring on more people, so that you can do something that's going to get you more leverage in your business. And I hope you guys understand what I'm saying, and I hope this makes a lot of sense, because while we have this natural inclination to just constantly want to grow, it's against our natural feelings as business owners, as entrepreneurs, to slow it down a little bit. And that doesn't mean taking your foot off the pedal when it comes to bringing in revenue. It doesn't mean your motivation is going down. Actually, typically what it means is your motivation is going up. You're just channeling that motivation and energy into a higher leverage point in your business. And it's going to lead to those bigger peaks. So I really just hope this inspires some of you that have maybe had ups and downs in your business, and you've thought, hey, if I really want to get to the next level, I need to acquire a new skill, but I'm afraid to do that because I'm going to be having less time to go into sales calls and knocking on doors and whatever it is for your business. But that's typically what it is for insurance agents. And the thing is, don't be afraid. I can show you firsthand that, yes, you may have a downturn, you may have another downturn, but it will lead to new peaks. And the only way to get to these new peaks is to do something different. Because like I said, what got you to 6 will not get you to 7. What got you to 7 will not get you to 8. And so on and so forth. And even in the smaller micro levels, what gets you to 100K per month may not get you to 200K. So you always have to sit down and assess, is what I'm doing, have I maxed it out? Have I gotten to a point close to where I maxed it out? And you don't really want to ever reach a point where you're maxing it out for months on end, because then you will reach a point of staleness, and you're going to stop growing in your business, and it's going to stop inspiring you, which typically happens with entrepreneurs. So don't be afraid of the downs, because they will lead to much higher highs. All right, guys, hope that this was a valuable video. If you like the content, please like the video, please subscribe to the channel. Like I said, it really helps us, and we'll see you on the next.